All right, okay, a little nice little after treat. Yeah, hey. Y'all try this, man. Y'all try this. I'll see y'all.
Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Cooking for Bait. Today I'll be making some mini apple cups and my spicy smothered chicken. So let's get started. First, you want to season your chicken to get it marinating, before we start working on dessert, which I'm obsessed with. I can't wait to do it and show you guys. But I'm also going to season this with my seasoning, some Aleppo pepper, and some salt. And you want to put that to the side to marinate. So now we're going to work on the crust. This recipe calls for a half cup of fat. So I'm doing it equal parts butter and shortening to get it a little, more flaky with the shortening. But if you only have butter, just use butter. It's no big deal. I'm going to make this very easy and simple by putting it all into the food processor. Guys, please make sure every single thing is nice and freezing cold. My shortening, I put the whole bucket in the freezer. The butter was frozen. And now I have ice water that I'm putting down in there. And my salt and sugar. And you want to blitz it until you get this. And then you're just going to move it around a little bit with your hand, just like that. It's going to be so easy to form. Make a ball, pop it in the fridge, and you're good to go. That's it. Now for the filling, I'm using Granny Smith apples, but you can use whatever apple you prefer. To my apples, I'm going to add some flour and some cinnamon, mix that up, and get it ready to go. To a cold skillet, stove off, completely off, you want to add some brown sugar. Then you want to turn your stove on medium heat and let it slowly come up and start to melt your sugar. And this is what it's going to look like. Have patience with it. It's going to take a little bit of time, but you just have to have some patience with it. Next, you want to add your apples down in here once your sugar has melted, and a couple pieces of butter and a star anise pod. Next, you also want to add some lemon juice, just like this. You want to mix it up. I actually covered mine for like 5 minutes to get the apples nice and tender, and that's how it turned out this way. It's just perfect. The apples are nice and tender. Everything is thick. You want to make sure it's thick. You can't have a runny applesauce. It needs to be thick so that when you put it in the little cups, they'll stand up. Now, the rest of the ingredients you're going to need for the chicken is some Serrano chili, some fresh thyme, onion, and lemon wedges. And all of that is going down into the chicken. I know what you're thinking. I done burnt the hell up out of my pan, but I sure did not. That's all chicken juice, chicken love, whatever you want to call it, all down fond in the bottom of the pan. As you keep going, it's all going to come up and your sauce is going to have a beautiful color. So I added my onions and some butter to get it going. You want to saute it for about 5 minutes. Next, you want to add some flour down in there because you already know it's going to thicken up your gravy. Mix it up. As you can see, the fond is already starting to come up off the bottom. But wait, it's going to get even better. So keep mixing for about 2 to 3 minutes to cook off the raw flour taste. Next, you want to add your chicken broth or stock. I had some really, really good chicken stock. I could actually probably put a recipe down below for you guys. And look, the fond is coming right up. And look at the color. Now, y'all didn't see me put no artificial coloring up in here. Look at the color. It's beautiful. It's getting nice and thick. And I don't need to add any salt here because my chicken stock was seasoned. And next, you want to put your thyme down in there and start arranging your chicken. And then you're just going to cover it and let it simmer. So this is what the chicken looks like after about 40 minutes. I let it simmer on medium heat and the chicken is already cooked. It's basically cooked, but I needed to cook for another 10 to 15 minutes. So now, after I baste the chicken with the gravy, I'm going to start adding my Serrano chilies and my lemon wedges. My camera died, you guys, so I truly apologize. The quality is completely cut in half, probably below that, because now I'm on my cell phone. So I truly apologize about the quality, but I ran out of space on my camera. I'm sorry, it didn't die. I ran out of space, so yeah. Now we're going to move on back onto the apple cups. You want to take your dough and you want to just push it down into your muffin pan. Now, the reason why I had to do this is because, child, I couldn't find my rolling pin nowhere in this house. And it was just so frustrating. I couldn't find it anywhere. So I had to just use what I was taught. I'm pushing it down into the muffin tin with my hands, my fingers, clean hands. Next, you want to take a tablespoon, and all you need is a tablespoon. I'm using mini muffin pans. If you have the big ones, you know, add more filling, but I have the little tiny ones, only a tablespoon. That's it. I'll bake these off into a 375-degree oven for about 25 minutes. And these are what they look like. They're so perfect. They smell amazing. Next, all you're going to do, finish this off with some whipped cream. Yes, honey. Yes. Make sure you cool them down first. You can use ice cream. You can serve them up however you want. But I had whipped cream. That's all I had, so hey, it is what it is. But again, I was having technical difficulties all day, but I cranked it out, and now it's time for dinner.
We rolling?
Yes.
All right. See, we had a little bit of spice on this chicken. It ain't here though. Sorry. But so it was good as hell. I especially like the gravy on the rice. You guys gotta try this. Y'all gonna love this recipe. It was pretty awesome. We also got, I don't even know what this is.
Mini apple cups.
Mini apple cups with the cream on it. Let me get in on it.
You can probably do.
Mm.
You don't get the cream all the way.
That's good right there.
Anise.
Yeah. All right. Okay. I'll get a little nice little after treat. Yeah. Hey. Y'all try this, man. Y'all try this. I'll see y'all.